SOULday Sunday. I'm one of your hosts, QUADITY-N-ONE. So we do every Sunday from 4 to 8. You're tuning in. SOULday Sunday, Sadiq's Bistro, Artistically Universal Mic Night, where we have artists come up and get on the microphone, share their skills, their talents, whatever. We do comedy. We welcome you to do comedy. We welcome you to perform, sing, poetry, whatever form of art that you do, even motivational speaking. We welcome it all as long as it's positive, healing, inspirational, motivational, and informational, and outformational. So welcome. We're going to get started in a few. First few house rules. House rules are, first thing is, when the artists are up here, we want you to make sure that you are totally giving them your undivided attention. If you go to the Fox Theater and you're watching the Nutcracker, you're not going to be on your cell phone. You're not going to be in there talking and having sidebar conversations. So we want you to honor this place rather than you will honor the Fox Theater. So let's respect our artists, because it's hard to come up here and showcase your skills and talents to a bunch of strangers. So please make sure that you are, giving them your undivided attention. Second and last house rule, we want our artists to give a little bit of inspiration, motivation. So what we have here is we have two books here, two books of proverbs, different words, sayings, things that might be motivational, inspiration. So we want you to flip through there, and before you do your set, we want you to just share a proverb that you feel resonates to you, that you would like to share with the audience. Something that you feel like, hey, y'all need to know this. So thank you guys. Either one of those are suffice. And like I said, we're gonna get it started in a few. Enjoy the music. We probably started up in about 5 minutes. And of course, we digress. We have to say that our Impress is on the 9s and 19s. Give it up for DJ 9 Impress. Sip on that. Real quick, I also gotta let people know about that whole sip on that thing. Sip on that. We say sip on that because we want you to make sure that we constantly remind you that you should be patronizing this wonderful establishment. Sipping on some nice smoothies, some ginger beer. They got Sorrow's homemade lemonade. This place is the place to be. Elegantly. SOULday Sunday, Sadiq's Bistro, 3762 Capitol Road, Atlanta, Georgia. So we also say sip on that because we want you to study, we want you to internalize, we want you to process, perfect, and produce what you hear on this microphone. Because most times these artists that come up here, they're going to say something that's real profound, powerful, inspirational. inspirational. So we want you to sip on that. We want you to study it. We want you to internalize it. We want you to process it, perfect it, and then produce it out here in the world, because the world needs that. The world needs that. So, and then we close out, or we seal it with OM. And the reason why the audience says OM is because OM is that universal tone of creativity. You know, creativity. So we want you to make sure we seal that creativity into the hearts and the minds of the people in here and also out there and everywhere. We want you to sip on that. So thank you all. Make sure y'all get your proverbs ready. Get your proverbs ready, and get on this list if you got some skills and some talent, something to share. And if you're doing anything out there in the community, make sure that you get up on this stage and at least say where you at, where they can find you, and what you're doing in the community. Thank you guys so much. on, yeah. It's all right, all right. this party. Come join the fun now. Hey, hey, hey. Come join the party. Come join the fun. You can sit down, you'll be the only one. Come join the party, come join the fun. Come join the party, come join the fun. Come join the party, come join the fun. You can't sit down, you'll be the only one. My mommy say, wake up and dance, wake up and dance. Hey. My mommy say, wake up and live, wake up and dance. Hey. My mommy say, wake up and dance, wake up and dance. Hey. Come join the party, come join the fun. Wake up and dance. Hey. You can't sit down, you'll be the only one. Wake up and dance. Come join the party, come join the fun. Hey, SOULday. All right. You guys enjoying yourselves? Oh, yeah. We are ready. Y'all ready to get in it? You all ready to get it in? All right. We might have a new intro. That intro right there. All right. Once again, I'm one of your hosts, QUADITY-N-ONE. This is what we do every Sunday. SOULday Sunday, SOULfull Sunday, Artistically Universal Mic Night, Sadiq's Bistro, 3762 Campbellton Road. And also, what you are about to witness is some beautiful, what we call pure performances. That's right, pure performances. We'll go ahead and do our little intro interview. I don't think you're ready for my love to overflow. Yeah. I don't think you're ready for this love to heal your soul. I don't think you're ready for me to give you my all. I don't think you're ready, but feel free to prove me wrong. All right, you guys, I want you to give a warm welcome to this brother. He's been patiently waiting and anticipating to get up here and elevate your minds. We want to give it up for the brother. Let me make sure, because you know sometimes handwriting, I can't read his falcon scratch. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. I was looking at everything. There was some other stuff up here. I was looking at everything. Okay, everything. Shout out to Norfolk, VA, Virginia. Virginia's for lovers. AK Bay. Sip on that. Oh.
Thank you. How y'all doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Well, I want to come bringing greetings. Can we?
Yeah.
How we set it up? Okay. Well, first of all, as we stated, my name is Brother Akil. I am a representative of your local Moorish Science Temple, Temple number 19, our flagship temple, Temple number 19, on 274 Cleveland Avenue. 274 Cleveland Avenue. We have Temple number 19. Come and build. Come learn about your nationality and divine creed. I practice the degree of Muhammad, but we foster all the teachings from all the prophets, specifically, mainly Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, and Muhammad. So, with that being said, following the degree of Muhammad, I want to congratulate you all for this, the second day of Ramadan. Our holy month of Ramadan. This is the second day, and just feel the push.
All right.
It's definitely going to give you a enlightened mindset. This month of purification. It is generally characterized by us fasting, simply fasting from sun up to sundown. Fasting from sun up to sundown. However, you can also kind of offset that fast, if you will. If you're, of course, you're a child or young, you're excused from the fasting part of it. But generally, what you want to do then is the young or the elderly. They're generally excused from the fast, but you would like for you to just do a good deed, speak a good word to someone, and that zakat, exactly, and that would offset or satisfy your fast for the day. Because ultimately, what you're trying to do is get back in tune. That's what we're doing is throughout our holy book, all throughout all the holy books, the main message is Allah and man are one. We refer to Allah as the Father of the universe, Father, Sustainer, and the Giver of life. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give you all my Egyptian proverb. Okay, so cool. My Egyptian proverb, I really, when presented with these type of things, I allow the spirit to just guide me. So I literally just opened the book.
That's right.
And the first thing I opened to was on transcending the ego, which is powerful, especially if you know the degrees of Moorish Science Temple of America. You know that we're trying to, we know that there are two selves, the higher self and the lower self. The lower self being that ego. So you're trying to constantly subdue that lower self so that you can remain in the high. So on transcending the ego, we have self-sacrifice annihilates the personality. On the journey to the truth, one may stay on the path of love and enlightenment. The heart filled with greed and lust will be overcome by its selfishness. That's powerful.
Sip on that.
Sip on that, exactly. I love that. I gotta get back in tune with that. That's beautiful. So what I'm going to do tonight is I will be reciting poetry, original poems written by none other than Mr. AK. AK, let's get it. Okay. All right, I can do this one. I really like this one. This one is called Secretly Yet Suddenly Spiritual. nobly perched upon a rare astrological trifecta, contemplating how to best guide mothers to realize the substance of their magnificence, to realize the substance of their magnificence, to realize the substance of their magnificence. Substance lost due to them following after the ways of a bastardized child, while allowing the new kids on the block to whine and kind of eclipse their own views of perfection within which they were once firmly grounded. So I come in capped like a new era. While replacing a mighty altar, helping stand upon a rock, but not a misused glyph from a rapper. More like Gibraltar's what I'm after. So I aiming to secretly yet suddenly become more spiritual. So as I'm still pondering how to best test this masterful array of gifts that I'm blessed with, though trying to balance a sometimes overdriven intuition, I sparingly find myself rather scattered. But in these times I simply remind myself about the first law of the only verse, which just so happens to be the key. Meditate and elevate, plus levitating your thought patterns. So taking trips upon the astral, you become grounded in the source, exponentially expanding your own possibilities. Constantly teaching with the veil, yet skillfully sprinkling lessons to unveil the reveal. Frequently pulling curtains from the eyes of the omniversal mind, intended to be concealed, but secretly I'm moving suddenly with the spirit of ill. Yet upon the hill as man awakens, the field presents yearning for the skill of it. Ever nourishing is the feel of this one bosom. Mind you, it is given us all so. So as planets realign and we travel down the reel of time, we're presented with opportunities to set our affairs back in order. Thus we must unify to generate a force that was once marveled, casting away lower vibrations meant only to serve lower beings. Therefore, holding true to the ancient teachings, reaching back into our own consciousness to elevate the lens through which we were seeing. I'm almost secretly yet suddenly spiritual. And while reaching this somewhat new lens, comes a new sense of power. Here comes the power to define. Here comes the power to define, or better yet, redefine the lines traced to circumscribe one's own mind's view of reality. A reality that screams repeating nationality is the order of the day. Thus, fitting within that mindset, we must set our course upon the highest heights, letting chips fall where they may. The great consciousness that was Garvey in his message to our people, strongly purported individuality, yet a step above the rest, because in truth there's no need for being equal. Economic prowess is the key, further stressed by Elijah come again. Clearly the capacity to succeed is being realized by our women, men, and children. It's no secret, I'm yet suddenly becoming more spiritual. Thank you.
Sip on that! Powerful. Sachamul. Powerful. Good things. You guys enjoy that?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, brother. For your wisdom.
Where can we find it?
Where? Oh, yeah. Your media, always gotta let people know. That's another house rule.
Islam.
Let your stalkers know where to find you.
Gotta let the stalkers know. You can find me, let me see. AK Bay, 1791 on all social media. I think.
Alright.
I'm thinking. Hold up, let me verify that fact. AKBey, 1791. That's Instagram. On YouTube or on what is this? Facebook. Just Akil Bay. I'm the more with the behind the green background. That's our flagship, Temple number 19. With the fez, giving honors and praise what they need to do.
All right.
Which actually, did I do that?
Did you?
Giving all honor and praise to Allah, the just giver and sustainer of all boundless universes, and then high honors to his noble and divine prophet, Ali, and all the other prophets, Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, and Muhammad. There are some others which I may not name at this time, but not coming to mind. But actually, I also have another poem, if I'm allowed.
Well, see, what happened was
We allow you to be allowed when you're allowed to be allowed, so you have the allowance.
Islam. Okay, let me go set my thing back up real quick.
Alright. DJ 9 Empress. SOULday Sunday, Artistically Universal Fight Night. We do this every Sunday, SOULday Sunday. I am one of your hosts, QUADITY-N-ONE. We got DJ 9 Empress on the 9s and 19s, rocking it. Playing the awesome sounds, the amazing sounds. Thank you guys for tuning in. What we're going to do is, first we're going to say 3762 Camelton Road. If you are not here, you are missing out on some good fun, some wonderful fun, amazing fun, some amazing wisdom being shared. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those who can't be here, go ahead, say that again. That's right, that real work is real. So, what we're going to do is go ahead and bring up our next artist. And we're going to bring that wonderful gracious deity back up afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and keep it moving. We got to get that list. You guys are in for another treat. This gracious deity is very powerful. They're vibing out. Look, she like, my man. She's enjoying herself. We'll get her on the mic, though. We're going to get her on the mic. But right now, we're going to go ahead and bring up this gracious deity. She's amazing, amazingly talented, graciously skilled. We want to go ahead and give that warm welcome to the illustrious Elemental Ma'at Sibon. Hey!
greetings, everybody. To those who are watching and may watch in the future. Sorry, let me get my things together. My name is Ma'at. I prefer to call myself elemental because it is all mental. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my proverbs. I've been working on a verbal project, so I haven't had the time to create any new short poems, but I will assure you the next one will be a great mouthful.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking. It's like so many to choose from. But the first one I saw here was, those who understand or believe will be prosecuted and ridiculed. And that was very, very, very prominent to me. As a student of life, as a teacher and healer, because if we don't gain a comprehensive understanding of things that we do in life for ourselves and the upliftment of others, then we ultimately don't know what we're doing. And we ultimately are in a state of belief. And belief is not in a state of knowing or having knowledge, which is application of information. So,
what's that, girl?
But again, those who understand or believe will be prosecuted and ridiculed. So take a moment, to everybody who's watching and will be watching in the future, to reevaluate what you're doing. Make sure that you're all knowing about what you're doing and that you are actually applying every aspect of what you are doing. Because ultimately, if you are in the state of belief, then it is not real to you. You're not living in truth.
That's right.
Okay? So I'm going to go ahead.
Sip on that.
All right. I feel my life unfolding in peculiar ways, reminiscing on the days when my mind was in a daze, thinking about how I felt like my life was in a blaze. I felt like I was in a race between time and going insane. Always superwoman, but my strength was feeling vague. Through it all, I maintained my passion for love, help, and sharing my compassion, all the while reminding myself that I am deserving. I got tired of going on rants when the person to blame was really my reflection. I create all and manipulate my reality. Now I feel that the world can get the best of me, no longer claiming the worst of me. That's the solar plexus affirmation, everybody. That's to help strengthen the mind and strengthen your willpower, because you deserve it.
All right.
You deserve it.
That's right.
Sip on that,
Elemental Ma'at. Sip on that. Hey, we welcome that energy all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is how we do every Sunday. SOULday Sunday, Soulful Sunday at the SOULday Sunday Sadiq's Bistro, Campbellton Road, 3762 Campbellton Road.
Me here.
Hey. Shout out to them. Shout out to the, to the Outcasts. Y'all better come on through. Y'all, we in your stomping ground. Where you at, Drake? No, I'm just playing. Anyway, you can't come because I might disintegrate. They say we look alike. I'm scared. Anyway, all right, we're gonna keep it moving. I think we're gonna. You ready, bro? Okay, we're gonna bring our first artist back up. He said he wants to multiplicate us with some more, another one. So go ahead and give that warm welcome to AK Bay. Sip on that.
Love it. Boom, boom, boom. How y'all doing tonight?
Lovely.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Extraordinary.
That's right.
Alright, cool. So, I decided we're gonna take it back. You get it? Slide a little bit. Boom. Okay, cool. Checking, testing. Good. Alright, it's cool.
10-2.
10-2, let's get it. Alright, so this one is called Remember When I Used To. Remember when I used to. Yeah, I used to be lost, never realizing the emphatic cost of a dream deferred. But now I am consistently traversing, understanding that true greatness can never be achieved without actively rehearsing one's lines time, but I'll get back to that line in a minute. I used to be intelligently ignorant, possessing the ability only to regurgitate, thus blindly playing into a hand that epitomized hate. But now I am the psycho-metaphysical rejuvenated, therefore assuming the valued role of wordsmith as I carefully construct rhyme schemes that seem to be endowed with lines meant to inspire the minds of each and every kind my rhymes seem. I used to be over-trusting of others, allowing them to mentally smother me into minuscule and stuttering smithereens. Recall when you and me were planning on unforgettable weekends characterized by me going off by the weekend or by the deep end. That's a weekend. Characterized by me going off by the deep end and halting with you getting robbed upon departure from that weekend martyr bus. But I'm sure that you have developed the wherewithal to recognize all forms of deferred hate that have come your way. I used to be foolish, thus requiring the time to rewind and unwind and I used to be foolish, thus requiring time to unwind and find the time that me trying to be cool was rather uncool-ish. It's like my trying to find wealth within myself was feeble. But now, I am completely satisfied with the phoenix staring back when I look in the mirror.
All right.
I used to be a success. Whether the task was to undress one's mind or choosing to securely fortify it. But now as I matriculate, I embody the mind of the truthfully successful. Not surprisingly gained, but rather reclaimed through a psychological warfare against a dreadful Ma'afa, whose goal was only to emphasize the deaths of many familiar others. I mean, I used to be a helpless soul. But now as I sit back and let my mind kick back side, meditate, hit play, and watch my mental bars flow. See, I too was held to a mental slavery, working in the fields of what I thought was called life. Though I would constantly ruminate on when my mental change would finally break. But now I'm able to bask in the day in which I'm given the time to liberate and simply go back into my mind and simply say, Abibi Bahodia.
Hey.
Peace.
Sippo, yeah. Come on, brother. You can't be throwing out your tree out here to these people, expecting them to know what you're talking about. They should know what you're talking about, but you gotta. All right, real quick for all our viewing audience, who knows what Habibi Fahodia means? Anybody? Is there another? Bueller.
Going what?
Is there another?
Going
Oh, hold on. You know what? I apologize. Rewind. Erase that. Because I was supposed to ask the brother first before I did all this. Do you know? Do you know?
I did.
See, I apologize.
I wrote that poem a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I have since forgotten. But I think it means something about like reclaiming something, liberation, something about like reclaiming liberation, something like that.
We're gonna leave it on the roster. Somebody's gonna post it. A BB forwarded it. I know somebody in the common unity out there. As y'all hear me saying common unity, because that's what it's supposed to be about. We want to focus on the common unity and not the common, the uncommon unity. So anyway, so we're gonna leave that on the board for y'all. We want y'all to educate yourselves, cause trees, especially you guys talking about going to Ghana. Hey, you guys talking about going to Ghana? Y'all better know some trees. You're supposed to know Madasi. What's Madasi? What's Madasi? Huh? What is it?
I knew it back in the day.
You knew it back in the day?
It's a color.
Come on, you people. You are talking about Pan-African and don't know any African languages. Hey, some people talk about Sinagal. They don't know how to say Nangadif. What's Nangadif? What's the response for that? Huh? What is the language of Senegal? Wolof. Wolof. Yes, that is one of them.
That was offered at Morehouse.
It was offered at Morehouse? Wow.
Some courses were offered at Morehouse. Wow.
Hey, Morehouse College.
Shout out to Morehouse.
Sip on now. Oh, that's your alma mater. That's his alma mater. Give thanks. Sip on that. Shout out to all the HBCUs. Norfolk State.
I'm sorry, I can't say all of them. Clark needs to be knocked off that list. Sorry. I was trying to say they're positive. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can't say that. We don't want to make enemies over
I'm
here.
sorry. Now Empress herself, I went there and attended.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They working on some things. Right now, shout out to all the good, positive, you know what I'm saying, actually doing something HBCU.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Can we resurrect Morris Brown, please?
Yes.
Can we resurrect Morris Brown? The only, what?
Get some more righteous people though in the schools.
Of course. We need some more righteous people in our draws. I mean, sometimes maybe if we change our draws, we might become more righteous or something. I don't know.
That's very true.
But we working on it. We're working. It's a work in progress. We gotta stop being so hard on ourselves. You understand? Not excusing anything and anybody. We're just saying, hey, we understand. It is a battle. Hey, uphill battle? Yeah? Uphill battle? That's why you need to cleanse your colon. I'm sorry. Was that awkward? Was that awkward?
That's at the health class a little later.
Health class a little later.
That's
a natural, you know what I'm saying? What we eat now, that's a natural thing that happens.
Yes.
Natural process that needs to happen.
All right.
See, I've been around the block a few times.
You've been around the block a few times?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gave me some homework though.
Hey, I gave all of us some homework. You Pan-Africanists, people going back to Africa, don't go over there and take all this English garbage that we got over there to the motherland. Embrace the culture of the lands.
I believe y'all would have joked. My daddy tell me, right?
The native culture of the land.
Joke.
All right, we want to hear a joke. DJ 9 Empress has a joke.
Only people laugh. But what do you call somebody who speaks two languages?
Okay.
Bilingual. What do you call somebody who speaks one language?
Unilateral.
American. American. My daddy told me that joke. He told me. I'm sorry.
Please do not take any of this. These are not the views of Soulful Sunday. These are not the views of Sadiq's Bistro. These are not the views of QUADITY-N-ONE. These are not the views of Nine Empress. These are not what you hear now or any time at all are not the views of any employees of Sadiq's Bistro or any owners of. It's a serious disclaimer, right? and nobody is view. These are nobody's views. And everybody's views all at the same time, huh? All right, but we're gonna keep it moving. You guys enjoying yourselves? You guys never say anything. You just watch. You just peek. You just see how great we're doing, how well we're doing. But we want to keep it moving. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring up our next artist. This brother is an amazing brother. We like to also welcome him to the stage because it's just some things that he does phenomenally. I think he does poetry. He's a poet at heart. So you guys give a warm welcome to Rashu SOULday. Greetings. What's up? Rahmat. Assalamu alaikum. All the greetings. This poem is from my book called The Essence of Her. And this poem is called God. To the two ways to go, it seems to be too much, too stressful, and still too confusing. There seems to be more to what they are saying. Their love seems to be too artificial. There goes another day, and our success is still another hour away. There's got to be a better way. God seems to be coming apart at the seams. Dog God, dog God, dog God, dog God, dog God. Don't you still see the sea as a precious entity? Maybe the true red dirt may be red, given a great story, our story to be told. If you God, then save your own, cause ain't nothing on this earth really that you own. Cause how can you win when you're not right within? Give the still night still support so the thieves can't steal her sweet essence. Make the weak endure through the long hard week and fly high like the great spirit eagle and swift like a fly. Who thinks that his burden is the heaviest? No one can say that he doesn't know it. Who thinks that they have to have a piece of peace? No two can say that they don't know this. Who thinks that they want the whole watermelon without one hole in it? No three can say that they don't know it. Will God, doggone it, get to paradise for real, instead of dreaming? Will strength ever gain the wisdom to protect beauty? Will beauty ever gain the wisdom to respect herself with strength? Does evil live in the backwards ways of all our hours? Even backwards love is evil in the eyes of the hopeful Nubiatic. Can God love? Can God love her? Can God love her Egyptianically? Can God be God in a backwards way of life, or will God just be another dog? Can God please step up and be God? Can God beget God? Can God give that wisdom to strength to protect beauty? Will beauty feel God's respect for her and trust him with her body? Can God be Egyptian? Can God be an Egyptian? Can God please step up and be God? Did somebody say God? If you God, then save the you on this precious earth top. Too many times it took too long to stop. You're your own God, so God, you reap what you sow. So be a grim reaper instead of a grim reaper. Stop fronting, because in front of you is your true self. Once the two become one, then the battle is won. Oh, now pain sits in my heart like plant sits on a window pane, growing. I need something smooth to soothe the wounds of love, because even backwards love is evil. English has spellbound us all, and by no way is this problem small. Close your eyes and realize it is the light that makes you blind. If you God, then recognize your peaceful and supreme state of mind. And to change your state, you don't have to change states. It is your mind that makes you great. So show your gratefulness to the Most High and open that gate and gate to higher states of consciousness and consciousness. Oh, now even the old tale's a tall tale or has a supreme meaning to it. God, let's rap. Why wrap yourself up in the mistake of eating steak? There is too much at stake to debate, because you're just taking debate. You know the sky is blue, but if the wind blew, you may wind up believing it's not true. What I mean is, you know the facts now, but if you're weak, then next week, you may be guided by belief. And hey, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Depend more like on your inner entity. You know, like you depended on your mama's milk, inner titty. Yeah, like you are raised by the sun's rays. Trust your true inner self and you won't be dazed through the days. Yeah, you won't be in a maze that is occupied by maids who are smelling the maze. Haha, now do I have you amazed? Woo! Who knew that beauty would strike down strength to protect wisdom? This God here loves to hear a beauty with strength and wisdom. God raised up strength with the wisdom to now protect beauty because she is wise. What makes God God? Is it wisdom, strength, and beauty? Correct knowledge, correct wisdom, and a correct overstanding leads to concrete, unshakable, correct reasoning. If you God, then save. If you God, then don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Or should I say, don't ponder about it, but just be about it. Oops. About means somewhere near, in, or close to. Nearly, almost doesn't count. So, be God. Because is it not written in your law that I said ye are gods? And all of you are children of the Most High God. So, remember, it's a way of life. But also remember, to live backwards is evil. Be evil, and backwards love be evil. So be careful, be safe, and be God. To be continued.
Sip on that.
Sip on that. Thank y'all. Give it up again for Rashu. Hey. What did you say? Oh. Rashu said he forgot to say his thing, his proverb. He told me which one he wanted to read. It says, this is a maxim from the maxims of Verbalists, and it says, did you say? Oh, 579. It says the best exercise for your body is to work your mind. Sip on that. Oh. The best exercise for your body is to work your mind. Right. So, DJ 9 Empress, are you sharing with us today? Are we calling you up to the microphone?
Yeah.
Yes. And just for those who are also coming in, we do have a list here if you want to get on the list and share some poetry and sing. Not today. All right, that's all right. Thank you for supporting Sadiq's Beach Road. Thank you. All right, you guys. You said, I apologize. Dang, I slipped that mine real quick. What'd you say, 9 Empress? Tua. Okay. 9 Empress said Tua. Huh? You want the drums and the flute?
When my rhythm is set up, I have to read it first, I think.
I
have my words. I have my words to sign up. Yeah.
All right, I'll follow you. We'll follow you. All right, so we're going to do that. Do you have a proverb, gracious deity?
Whatever I open up to, I'm reading.
All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Sip on that. We're going to give a warm welcome to the gracious deity, the illustrious 9 Empress. Sip on that. Oh.
Thank you. Greetings, everybody. Thank you all who tuned in, came in. And I just opened up. It's funny because I teach during the year, pre-K teaching. I opened up to a proverb on teaching and learning.
All right.
So divine order, you know what I'm saying, is in place right now.
That's right.
Everything is a teacher. Everything is a teacher, simple as that.
And there it is, that part.
I should read one more.
All
The
right.
self chooses the proper instruction for self. So sip on that.
Sip on that. Oh. All right.
Oh. Actually, I see. Look, I know. I'm sorry. I like to read. I see the next one. It was meant for me to open up to this, y'all. I'm sorry. A poem shirt, so I'm trying to take up the time to play. All right, and the next. To teach, one must know the students. To know the student, one must know the student's symbolism. Ooh, yes. As a teacher, that is important. That's why I had to read that one. I was like, yes, you can't teach somebody you don't know where they're coming from when they're learning.
That's right.
So you know what I'm saying? You gotta read them where they at.
Yeah,
Sip on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to level.
Right.
Get on my level.
I want you to know I gotta make sure I can get to where you understand right now. All right. Again, greetings, everybody. This is something I wrote a little bit. Trying to get back into my writing stages. Sorry. I had it on there, the phone messed up. And this is called Crush.
Uh-oh.
For everybody out there who still has high school crush feelings that come about. Okay. Your presence is divine. And I say the universe connected us right on time. Your light shining so bright connected me to you. And from that moment on, I became infatuated with getting to know you. What are your likes, dislikes, and hobbies? Because you see, the universe brought us together for a reason. And I'm thinking maybe it's our season. for greatness. I elevate you as you elevate me, and we power each other to the next degree. I'm not playing games. I win mine for my future children and have your last name. But let me slow down with the baby talk. I understand one must crawl before they walk. So take a ride with me and embark on another level of greatness, in which only can be sparked by you plus me. Sip on that. I need to do my other
Encore.
I need to do the other one. I went to sleep, but the fears of bitterness woke up and got started. I started living on man with earth, guides, and goddesses. Increase my confidence and enhance my intelligence. Manifesting my destinies. Praise Allah for my common sense. But we all know sense ain't common. But good as a whole. You got your truth, I got mine. Hey, it's all in how the story's told. And if my truth be told, I know our God is. Hey, manifest me in tune with the guys and all of us. Hey, I'm here to empower spirits. Yes, key word, empower spirits. This is the gospel, read and on, and the masses need to hear it. You gotta switch it up so I can get the rest. Read it on, because the masses need to hear it. So the time is now, so need to feel it. I had to dig down inside myself to show how deep my spirit is really rooted. Hey, I don't want to prove they rooted. They recruited. Righteous soldiers on the path to a righteous future. Hey, because of our future, we are the rulers. With the knowledge of self, you can manifest wealth, not a material plane, but all the spiritual health. Yeah. Peace. Peace. Simple. Yes. Oh. I can't do it.
Yes, right. Give thanks. Sip on that. Oh. 9 Empress. DJ. Yeah, that's what's up. Tasu Empress. Nesota. Uh-oh, what you doing over there? What you got? Is this instrument? No? Handle? Okay. Run. No, run. Say with your afro, can I pick your hair? See, I love it natural. This earth, can I swear? See, I love your mind, and I must admit, that's why you're staying on mine. And I just can't quit. Your eyes keep sending me Morse code, saying, please come quick, my house about to explode. Your hands and shoulders are playing tug of war. With your arms and your elbows, what you doing this for? Just touch me. See, I long to hold you in my arms. I long put in Eden before Adam transgressed it. Pure this world doesn't overstand. But they are connected from the mere contemplation of them walking hand in hand. They say that a man that has found a good woman has truly found himself a great thing. So you might as well be naked. Because right now all I see is your soul. And if you bear with me a moment, I'll trance and heal you in my native tongue. That's who you SOULday Sundays, we do this Universal Mic Night, Artistically Universal Mic Night, comedy, spoken word, poetry, comedy singing, R&B, rap, all positive. We try to keep it positive, try to find that common unity, that common bond that'll link us all together in perfect harmony. So give thanks for you guys for tuning in, for those who lasted long enough, for those who peeked in and peeked out. Thank you for the peek. Thank you for letting us be peak worthy. Hey, it's good to be at least peak worthy. You know? So thank you guys so much. And spread the word, share this on Instagram, Sadiq's Bistro, hashtag Sadiq's Bistro, also hashtag SOULfull Sundays, SOULday Sundays, and let it be known, this is what we're doing.